Hi, welcome to Simply Scrapping. It's day 27 of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, and this is my inspiration for today. I am going to copy that layout. I just love everything about it. Mine is not going to be Christmas, but mine's probably going to be a little bit simpler than that, but that is my inspiration for today. And I'm doing this photo of my daughter. What I'm going to do is use this as my base paper, and then this pink check is going to be the strip sort of tucked in that's torn at the bottom. What else? Oh, the range I'm using, sorry, my head's all over the place. Oh, maybe I should start again. So these two papers are from Uniquely Creative from the Garden Path collection. And this must have been before they started putting things on the back of their cut-off strips, because they're just plain white. Boring. But anyway. But I do have some others that I have kept in my container. So I have a Pringles canister. And I got this idea off Ginger's Corner, that all the strips that are cut off, all these branding strips are cut off, or little strips that I have left from a layout, if they have something on there that I can use, then I'll pop them in my Pringles container and then pull them out for instances like this, where I want something that's going to go across the full width of the page, and that's to tuck the ribbons under. So I pulled these three out. I think that's I don't know. I was going to say Jen Hadfield, but I'm really not sure. I think it's Maggie Holmes. And it's from a paper pad because it's got the hole in the middle. But that's okay. It's going to be covered and not seen. So I've got those three strips. Now, the embellishments I'm using are from the Garden Path collection from Uniquely Creative. I just pulled out whatever would suit, as well as from a recent layout that I did, I had these stamped flowers left over. So there's a few more in here as well. So I'm going to mingle them through as well. And because the colours are like pink, green, yellow, blue, I can get away with adding mauve and other colours because it's just a mix of different colours. These banners were on my desk from another layout as well, and I'm hopefully going to use them on here as well. I have some crystal stickers that came with the Garden Path collection from Uniquely Creative. So there's some fun colours in there, and I'll use a couple of those, I think. Now my ribbons, I have so many ribbons and I never ever use them. So this is going to be a great chance to use up some ribbons. I have a heap of this pink satin ribbon. There's about, where are my inches on this thing? Not many. It is probably not quite half an inch. So it's 1 centimetre wide for the metric people. And then I was going to use this, it's like a mauvey chevron. And then I've got these really sheer ones. I don't know whether I'll use the purple or the blue. It depends what it's like when I unroll it, because there it is quite vibrant. But when it's just individual, like that on the layout, I'm not sure. That's probably still a bit bright. It might have to be the blue one that I use. Just probably a bit more... Yeah, I think that's a bit more tamer. Oh, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, and then I thought this, not that one, that's just come undone. This green stripy one here would work as well. So that is what I'm planning on doing. We shall see. But I haven't backed my photo or anything yet. So let me just... Now I need... a torn bit, don't I, for down the bottom. So let me just tear. And I know the white is on the wrong side of this, and I will re-tear it so that it's on. Wait, so I need to tear this way. So the white is, no, that's still wrong. There we go. can't tear with my left hand. It would make more sense, but okay. So that is going to go down there, but then I want the rest of that torn. So this I will try and do with my left. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we will see. That's the whole idea of taking your pins off Pinterest and having a go, because they normally don't come with instructions. It's just a photo. So, you know. Alright, so my thinking now is if I do that, okay, and then I can, oh, actually, I was going to use this bit, but I don't need to. I can use that. Well, that works out even better. So let's tear a little bit off this. I don't want such a big white bit on there. Alright, and then that can go on there. Beautiful. And then I have a grid here on my glass mat that is 12 inches to there. You know, I never even realised this is 13 inches. I was just going to go right to the bottom, and that would have been way too long a page. Alright, so let's just glue this one on here, because then that is going to, I don't need all that though, do I? Wait, I will use this bit. I'll sort myself, because then I'm wasting too much if I do that big bit, hey? Don't worry, the brain will kick in a minute and it will work out exactly what I'm doing. Alright, and then, okay, and then this goes down there, and then that can go in the join. Okay, rightio. So now I just want to work out, now I want this a little bit more, more of the white showing. That will do. Right. So we just want a little bit. And now I'll line this up. I can't see if that's straight. I'm hoping it's straight. And this comes down to the 12, like so, down to there. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of washi tape on, make sure none of that moves. I'm going to washi you there. Line you up to the 12 perfectly. Alright, and then this side is not lining up. Where's my 12 run? That line? Okay. They will just scoot you over. Something's crooked somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I have to trim it if it's not straight. Is that? That is not straight, that's why. Golly. Sorry if my head gets in the way, but I'm actually trying to see if I have it straight up there, and I have to guesstimate that that is straight. There, like that. Oh, and it lines up. What do you know? Oh, this side it doesn't. Anyway. Alright. Right, that is on. Right, now I do want to flip these up a little bit. I haven't even backed my photo, but that's okay. Let's back our photo in this. Ironic that I'm doing this page in pink, because if my daughter has anything pink, it's like a vampire with garlic, you know, like it's going to kill her or something. And I found out she's not the only teenager who's like that. And someone said, I think I read somewhere, or someone said recently, it's because growing up, most girls are dressed in pink all the time. Mums put them in pink, which, you know, I did the same. So when they're old enough to make their own choices, then all of a sudden they don't have to have pink anymore. Oh, that's not long enough. Look at that. Is that long enough? Actually, I'm going to use this one to anchor the ribbons on, so it doesn't matter that it's not there. Doesn't matter that it's not, doesn't go all the way. So I want that about there, I think. And I'm just going to mark where the photo is going, because I don't need ribbons under the photo. We'll go down to there and there. Now, and I haven't planned any of this out. I've just got the photo beside me that I'm copying. This layout, photo layout beside me. Oh, words are hard. My goodness. And I probably don't want ribbon to go the whole way, so we're just gonna probably just do that, I reckon. Oh my goodness, come off. Right, now this is fun. With all this ribbon, you coming undone, so you'll do first. Where are my ribbon scissors? Hiding. We'll chop that bit off because it's got glue on it. And we'll chop off the bit here with temporary adhesive on it. Right. And what I should have done, actually, thinking about it, I put a second layer on there, cover the whole thing in tape. I was going to have it so you could see a bit of the top, but I'm thinking for ease of attaching all the ribbon, oops, gee, don't use them on you. Tape, they're my good ribbon scissors. I think, oh geez, I think what I'm going to do is attach one end of the loop on the bottom bit of tape, and then the top bit of loop like this, just like this. Where's the end of that? There. Goodness. Okay, there, and then loop it up to attach to there. Oh, look at that. Sometimes I'm smart, not very often. Alright, so I don't want any in there because that is where the photo is going. So I'll put another, oh, you're too high. No, you're staying there now. Some loops will be longer than others. Cool. Oh, I'm not measuring how long the loops are or how wide apart they are. I'm just going to fill up this whole row of tape with looped ribbons. Alright, so I've got some of them. Now I'll add a green one or two. Sorry, keep forgetting it's a glass mat and it's loud when I drop my scissors. A green one there. And let's put a green one up the end here. I don't know if I want that blue. I think it's too dark. Let's not do that one. Let's try the chevron. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that is going to be so pretty. Right, maybe I do need another one. I don't know. Oh, let's put a green over there. I put a green there. No, let's do a pink. Another pink. Then I can do a green. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter if I have two pinks together, does it? Does it? Too late. That's what's going to happen. Because I need to fill up this gap. Alright, I need another one of these. And then another pink. Right, and the ribbon is done. So now, I need to trim you off. You're a little bit taller than my, same with that one. Now the idea is to put another strip across there. That is crooked. Is that not crooked? That is crooked. Anyway. And this is where the full length one, what scissors do I want? These ones. It's tape I'm cutting. Oh, I have too many scissors. Seriously. Right. Oh, my laptop just restarted. What the? Oh, Microsoft Windows and your updates. Not happy. Right, I'm going to use this one. And you can still see a little bit of that on the sides. And not there because that's where the, oh, it goes all the way, hey. Yay, that is so cool. I like this already. Right, that's a little bit long, so we'll just chop that off. Okay, so now I put the photo on and then we just embellish. So I can rub out those lines I had for the photo because I know where it goes now, just between those ribbons. And then I don't have to try and rub them out when I start putting embellishments on. Okay. Right. Oh, I don't think I have a heading for this one, a title, because the words in the embellishment pack didn't really have anything that I could use as a title. Like they had bloom, grow, but didn't have an end. So I went, well, that's a bit useless. Anyway, so now we just work out where we want all these embellishments. So the words I'll put up here, I am not so sure I'm going to be using any of them. And I also wanted to, so bloom, grow, life. That does not make sense for a title. And I know in the example they had a cluster down here, and I really like that basket, so let's just go with that. And I really like the watering can, water ahead. No, maybe I shouldn't put that there. I'm just going to fill up this line with embellishments, basically, as I come across them. I've got the yellow as well. I'm not going to completely cover up that one that I put on top. I want that to act sort of like my shelf to sit things on. Don't want to completely cover it. There's another pot plant, a big thing of flowers. That's really pretty. That picks up that colour. So I don't know which way do I want that. That way? No, I think it goes that way. I'm going to frame the photo. There's another one of them. Oh, I don't know. Too many decisions now. I've got a round element. I need another round one down here. Possibly this yellow one, because that's yellow. So I need yellow down here. So we can make that. I need a third thing down there. These are really cool. They're like half butterflies, I think they're meant to be. It's like, where's one I could put on a pot? I think that's what they are. That's what they look like to me. I could be wrong. I actually want you there. And we could put like a half butterfly on the, no, I don't know. It could also be a whale's tail. Yeah, okay. I'll move them. Not sure I'm using them, so I'll just get them out of the equation. Don't think I'm using that. I'll move that. This, I don't know. That's a no. These could be a yes. I need more yellow over here, so I could put that. I don't like all those different flowers though. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's pretty, isn't it though? It is very pretty. And of course we have butterflies. I'm not sure I'm going to use any of these stamped ones. So I'll put them there. This I'm not happy with down here. Don't like. Maybe it's the basket I don't like. Maybe I could just use that with. But if I introduce one of these, then I need to introduce them up there as well. Which is okay. I can do that. Something like that. I don't have any leaves to go with that. I guess that doesn't matter. Pop that under the photo. Oh, something like that. Right, I don't think I'm using the basket. No, I need yellow down here, so I've got to keep that there. Don't think I'm using, I really like that section there. It's really pretty. So I need something down here. Do I just do life? Oh, I like that. Is that enough? I want to put some butterflies on. So I've got a mauvey one there. There was a blue one somewhere too, I thought. There. No, it's mauve. Oh, it must have been them I was thinking of, the blue ones. Or do I want to use these? A bit more of a neutrally, that's a weird shaped butterfly. Well, they all are, hang on. So I think they're meant to be like in flight. Flying off at an angle or something. I don't like, there's 4 elements there now, I don't know. I don't know. I could use one of these and then that, and that's like 5. The cost is getting too big. Oh, a bit like that. As I've got to introduce the neutrals now up here. Alright, so I've got some stamped elements in there. Oh, these. I was going to put these on. Where do I put these? I'm not sure I need... Oh, I wanted to do that. That'd look pretty. Oh, yeah, that'd look pretty. It's a bit more feminine than what she is. But anyway, she'll get there eventually. I'm going to poke you under there. Look at that. You fit really good. Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's nice. I like that. So that's okay. I need another butterfly up here. There we go. And I've got I've got one of that one. Does it matter I don't have any more? Oh, I can put one. I can put them up here, I guess. Oh, the pink one up there. I think that's okay. Okay. Happy with that, I think. Right, this cluster will move over a little bit more, I think. Well, let me do that now. So, got a little tab thing on it. Okay, so let's start with the yellow one. Now, which way does this go? That way? The leaves go down the bottom. Those leaves go down the bottom, and I don't really think it really matters. Right, I'm just going to stick it on. There we go. Is that where I wanted it? Probably not, because now I've got to put, I can put my butterfly on the photo. He's got dead space. Never mind. There's a tiny bit of dead space there between top of the butterfly and the photo, but never mind. Where do I want? I want life there. And I got dead in there as well. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to get really technical. It's just going to be pretty. Don't want you touching. Right, now, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get them back in the same. I need to tuck you under there. You're not going to go. Look at that, that goes right to the edge. I could not have planned that better. Sometimes scrappy gods are just looking down on you. That's perfect. That fits perfectly. Alright, so I'm going to start with this one because it has to go on the edge, but not over the page. Alright, and then we had this one, and then that one. love that watering can. Goodness. And then we have a butterfly. Wow, it's coming together really quickly. Now, you chop some of you off. Now, I also don't need glue to there. Don't need glue on all that. I'll chop that off in a minute. Now, we had flower. Do I do flower, flower? Oops. No, not the yellow one there. So I need something up a little bit higher here. Oh, I've got that butterfly, don't I? You're not stuck down, no. Alright, so we're going to put our flower there. I must get these out of a big sheet, punch them all out and put them in plastic bags or something. So they've got the little knobbies on them. I'm going to put you there to cover up the corner. A little yellow one. I'll get under there. You're not glued down there. Which way does this go? Let's do that way. I don't think it really matters. You probably should come over here closer to the butterfly. Because then I put this one up there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Possibly too big. But anyway, too late now. It's stuck on. And then this little one was up here. Turn you around, you're flying that way. Makes more sense. Alright, chop this off. And now I'm just going to add bling. Oh, that's pretty. Right. Should I do another? Too late now, I can't. That's going to be a pain to put in a page protector, isn't it? Those ribbons are all going to get caught. Right, now, what colour? White. Nice and delicate. The yellow is too bright, the green's too dark. The mauvey colour. Pick up more of the mauve. I don't know. Maybe the white. They're all 3 different sizes, are they? Okay, and I think that's done. It's a lot more simpler than the one I was scrap lifting, but it's still got the same idea. It has the shelf with the ribbons and the embellishments, and it has the torn section down the bottom with an embellishment cluster. So that is today's page for Off the Board with pineapple papers. Make sure you are checking out the playlist down below for everyone else who is also playing along. And if you have liked this layout or this video, hit that thumbs up for me. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that notify bell so you know when my next sorry so you know when my next video comes out. Thank you so much for watching and have a scrap happy day. Bye bye.